Hi guys, how are you doing today? I just popped on to say Happy Christmas. It is the 25th of December here, Christmas Day, and it's nearly 9 o'clock at night. We've had a lovely day as a family, and yeah, I need to pop on and do a little bit of housekeeping from yesterday because I didn't draw for the last box, which I've immediately got to reach for. I'll do that in just a second. Well, it's been a lovely day. Finally got things sorted out by about 1:30 this morning. Yeah, to then immediately have a child up and roaming at 2 AM. Apparently Eric woke her up, but I heard an alarm clock. Yeah, one of them did set some sort of alarm at 2 AM. But everything was fine. We had a lovely morning here at home, just doing our own little thing. Got the turkey cooked and everybody got up and got ready. We got to my parents exactly on time. We were due there at 12 and we got there at 12, so that was lovely. And you know what? God, it was lovely. It was lovely to be in their house. It was lovely to feel normal. And I was in the house and I was going, oh, that's new. Oh, I haven't seen this before. When did you move this? And my mum was like, months ago. She was like, that's not even new anymore. It's been so long. It's been since August was the last time we were all in her house as a family. August. It's forever ago. So, I mean, it's really horrid to know that that's the only time I'm going to be in my parents' house, you know, for more than just dropping something off or, you know, just passing by kind of thing, you know, not really spending any time with them. Oh, it was so lovely. I have a few little videos that I will insert at the end, which basically just has a little bits and bobs of our day. More for my records, or if one of my children finds this, you know, in 10 years' time and looks back and they'll remember this funny year. It's actually really nice to now have a record of this funny time that we've been living through, because it was a very peculiar Christmas. We were only about half decorated and like nobody was really bothered. There is a little picture of the tree already, but this morning, but that was for essentially 4 children, and to be honest, that's nowhere near what we normally do, because Christmas is my big sort of save up through the year and not spoil my kids are not spoiled, but you know what I mean. I'll get them all the little bits and bobs and little things I think they'll like and that, and this year we've been like bare minimum, and half the presents have got chocolate in them, you know, it's a box of Lindor or something. So yeah, there was a lot of that. And we had a lovely breakfast. I made they each opened up one present while I made, we call them Scotch pancakes. They're little like drop pancakes. They're usually about yum big, and they bubble up and you flip them, and we have them with butter or Nutella or something like that on it. So that was lovely. And then they opened their prezzies, and that was like 10 minutes of carnage. And then they settled down. My little boy settled down to his Lego fairly quickly. That all just worked. Last year we had issues with the hidden side Lego, which is the one where you use the app on your phone, which his phone didn't run. He didn't have a phone. None of our phones worked, but we got him a Google phone to work that for his birthday in June. So the Lego came into its own in June when he could finally work the app. So the Mario Lego works through that, and it's actually really cool actually, because all the instructions are online. You know, you register your little Mario man, and then because you've registered it, it obviously recognises the fact that you've bought the set. It then takes you through the building instructions on his phone, so he's doing all that. Oh, he's having a blast with it, so that's really good. It makes all the Mario noises, you know, you're immediately dropped back to being 18 with a Game Boy, you know, I can hear the Mario noises, and it's kind of nice. So while everybody was settled down this morning, I started bobbinating my new start, which isn't for right now the best to see you with, which I will be starting on New Year's Day, simply because I can use it for my full coverage fanatics. I know it's kind of daft to wait, and I got myself an art bin, floss bin. This is basically my Christmas present to it's my Christmas present, and so I've got these are big enough for, they'll sit properly like flosses do. And then there's some big ones, so I can put all my big skeins of 310. These ones are still to bob in. So all the colours that aren't already in my master set of DMC, which is not a full set by any stretch of the imagination, will go in here. Because if they're in that set, odds on they're in one of my other full coverage pieces. So when I stitch on, I'll have to pull out sort of both boxes, and it only takes a minute to rummage, doesn't it? So it's going to be fine, rather than have a whole 88 colours or something in this and then not have them in that set and then have to buy duplicates. I literally buy enough to get me going. I have enough to start with. I'll quite often look, when I get a chart, I'll look at the first page or the first, and I'll look at the first 20 symbols I see on that first page, because I'm a top left starter, so I'll look at that page. It's a page 1 on a Haid, but you know, I'll look at the first 20 symbols I see a lot of, and I'll make sure I've got those flosses, and then I can get stitching. And then as I come across a floss I don't have, I'll make a list, and then either when I've got vouchers for Hobbycraft, if you're in the Hobbycraft club, you spend £50 and they give you £2.50 back, and then every now and again they send you a random email with a voucher code for so much, and they really like you to use those. They send you a lot of emails if you don't cash them in. So I'll either get them for free from Hobbycraft, I'll be desperate and I'll run in and get one from Hobbycraft, or I'll wait until I'm ordering from Lakeside, or now I will order from Marie's Cross Stitch, because they were really good service as well. And you get a little pile there. Sometimes I'll even order from eBay from people, you know, choose your 10. That's a very cheap way of doing it in the UK as well. When you see a choose any 10 skeins, and you send your numbers, and that's usually one of the cheaper ways of doing it. But to be honest, it's about the same price as buying them from Lakeside, really. So there's that. So I don't kit up full 88 colours, whatever it is, before I start a Haid, because I'm not going to need some of those colours for 4 or 5 years, maybe. Say, you know, okay, I've only been doing this 2 years, but there's colours I've bought for the treasure hunt bookshelf which I'm not going to use until 2034. You know, so I don't need to buy it today. I can wait until I need it then to get it for the 28 stitches that are in the bottom right hand corner of that piece. I'm quite comfortable with that. The DMC numbers are not going to change. The die lots are not a thing with DMC. I'm not terribly bothered about things like that anyway, you know, if it's not too obvious. Christmas dress today. It is Christmas Day after all. So I did that. I started doing that. Found my bag of bobbins. These are just bought really super cheap from Amazon. I think there was 120 pieces plastic floss bobbins. So there was 100 and did you see that? They all fell out, or some of them fell out. 120 there. They're the cheapy plastic. I don't like buying plastic anymore, you know, like endless, but these are going to be with me a long time. I will not be throwing these in the bin. They'll just keep on going. I've got bottles of meths with from my work if I ever need to get the a lot of them I just write on with a Sharpie. That's 924. I found this one roaming around, and there's one there with a sticker, a good 823, always handy. Lovely purpley navy blue. Oh, there's some more on my lap. So I'll get on and get my floss bobbins wrapped. And yeah, I got to my parents. There's a couple of videos from my parents just to show you what our Christmas dinner looked like. And then we unwrapped the few prezzies we had there, and we all had a bit of downtime. Me and my mum went for a mooch around her garden, because her garden is really lovely. It's not very large, but my goodness me, she has sorted it within. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful, my mum's garden, even at this time of year when there's not a lot growing. It's beautiful. So we went for a little, because I could feel sleep coming on. Robin had a nap, Valley had a nap, Austin played with the Duplo actually, because he's not been there for such a long time. He got out one of his old standby favourites and got on with it. Flora was flitting around. Lizzie and Grandpa were playing cribbage. She beat him soundly on the new board. Then he cut her fingernails. Her fingernails grow very, very long, you know, and a couple of them had little dings and chips in them, but she leaves them. And yes, he sorted them out, and then he offered to trim her hair, because her hair's like mine. It's exactly like mine. If we put our two ponytails together, it's pretty hard to tell whose is whose. All right, mine's got a lot of grey in it, but you know, she's got my hair, but she wears hers down all long and straight. And he was like, you need a haircut. I'll do that for you if you like. And she was like, no. She'll let you cut your fingernails, but don't go near her hair. And then we just did our own quiet thing. Everybody just sort of sitting quietly, and we had a cup of tea, some of my cake, and yeah, we were home by 5 o'clock. So we were there 5 hours. We stayed local, we stayed small, bearing in mind that there was already 6 of us, so we were going to be 6 whatever, so there was 8 of us. We stayed local, we stayed small, and we were quite careful actually while we were there. We were really quite careful. I didn't hug or kiss either of my parents, which I always do, and it was really strange to be with them for such a long time and not kiss them goodbye. So I didn't. We towed the line. I always think I'm the most at risk anyway, because I'm the one that goes to work all the time, and I'm the one that does all the shopping, and so if anyone's going to catch it, it's going to be me. So anyway, while I was there, I did start this Mailhat d'Auvergne. I don't know, I assume it's Italian. The Renato Parolin pattern of the deers in the oval. Now this is big. This is going to be a lot bigger than I thought it was. To be fair, the stitch size of this is 257 by 183, and it's not small. And I think this is 32 count, looking at it. So I started here. I started left, middle, left, and that was there. I started. So I started there, and you can see the variegated. There we are, the variegated dinky dye, which is called Mother of Pearl. There. I'm actually really quite pleased with that. It's ever so slightly varying from cream to mauve to a blue, and it's going to pop beautifully on this fabric. And I think because it is going to be large, I might make it into a little oval pillow, because I love this colour. This colour's just great to me. Yeah, it's that colour. So the stitching's going to really pop on that lovely colour, but it's not a harsh white, because it's Mother of Pearl. It's really lovely. So I started that. I would have done an awful lot more, but when we got home, I had a sleep. I was kind of in a food coma, I think. I have eaten more today than I have eaten in any single day for months and months and months. I have had 3 quite large meals today, and Christmas dinner was a big full plate of food. And we dug deep and we ate every scrap. It was delicious, absolutely delicious. It was really, really nice to have a lovely meal like that. Oh, I'm still tired, I'm yawning, I'm so sorry. So that's me for an absolutely lovely day. It's 9:10 now. I don't have to get up in the morning. I will get up in the morning, but I can just sit and stitch. There's nothing for me to do tomorrow. We have more food in our house than we can shake a stick at. The fridge is heaving. I've told the kids that there's nothing out of bounds. As long as it is cooked or doesn't need cooking, they are welcome to it. They are welcome to help themselves. They can use the kettle, they can use either of the coffee machines. We've not got anything too fancy. We've got a Tassimo and a Dolce Gusto. I got them lots of pods for Christmas. That was another easy thing to buy and wrap up. They each like their own coffees and hot chocolates and things. So there's they've got their own pods now, so they can help themselves to that. They can use the toaster, so they can have bagels and toast and all of that sort of stuff, and waffles and things like that, like bought waffles, which we toast here just to make them warm and nice. They can use the microwave if they so desire. We don't use the microwave for very much in this family. I never owned one until I met Robin, because I always just cooked. But that's it. I'm going to get a pating in a minute, because it's just made the noise it makes before it patings. There we go. Oh, it's not patinged. I've got the message up on my screen now. It's from my sister. There it is. Sorry about that, I knew it was going to do that. So I think that's it. So let's do the drawing. So the last box, which I'll go and grab. Oh. This is what I forgot to do yesterday. So my last box has got another one of these, the Three Kings, partly because I absolutely love this stamp. So it's got the Three Kings, minus the great big bubble in it, and 2 pins. You've got a pink donut with a swirl on it and a blue sparkly iced biscuit counting pin. And the last little guy, number 12, he is white with a red flower sequin and a green hood. And that is all 12 of these little guys that were in the beginning. Has anyone I've sped it up now, I'm tired of watching it. Oh, and again. So he's the last one. So that's all 12 of those little guys in my little beginning video, distributed around the world. I've had some go to America, I've had some go to Canada, one's gone to Denmark, I've got one going off to Australia, and there's a couple have gone to various places in the UK, and we'll see where this one's going to go to. So that's my last box. So I am between, I've pulled basically anyone who's commented from about video 21 onwards that I hadn't. Now it's wanting to talk to the Wi-Fi. Don't go on about the Wi-Fi. Oh, just a sec. Come on. It's obviously done some sort of update while I wasn't looking. Internet. So swept up right up to last night's right up to last night's, because why not? Because I hadn't drawn for it, so I am going up to between 1 and 56. Oh, it's having a right think. Between 1 and 56, generate. It is picked 28, and 28 on my list is Lady Dagheart. Lovely, you've commented on an awful lot of my videos. I'll put your name along here. If you're stitching Lady Dagheart, please email me and I will get this little box off to you. Brilliant, that's us done then. I have got a tally, because I'm a bit peculiar like that, of who has commented on some, many, all of my videos, and when I do my wrap-up video we'll have a little chat about that. And yes, the code, the full code, I have 2 emails in already. So anytime now that you want to send me that, you can email it to me, you can messenger it to me, you can ping it to me through Instagram. It just has to not be written in the comments. If somebody does post it in the comments, I will delete it, because I want people to have played the game, if you see what I mean, for the Advent piece. But any time now, it's open to do it, but from now until basically the day I put up the video of the finish. So it's going to be a week, 2 weeks. There's plenty of time. It's not time sensitive. What I will do is I'll probably do a floss tube and say, I've done the finishing video, I'm posting it the day after tomorrow. If you haven't emailed me the code, do it now, or I will be closing it on this date. I'll do it at a floss tube or my whip parade, depending on how quickly I get the thing finished. I will let you know before I close it. So if you don't get around to, obviously we've all got life and Christmas going on at the moment, so don't be worrying about faffing on and sending it to me right now. It's going to be open for a while, but I already have a couple, and as long as it's messaged to me through email, through Instagram or through Messenger, or however you want to send it to me, that's great. What I'm going to do, as I get them in, I will reply. I'll reply within a certain amount of time, just so that you know that I've got I've gotten have read your email or I've got your message, and as I get them I will write the names out, and then they will be put into a hat to pick from, so as I receive them, so I won't have to go and pull and draw later all the names. They'll already be written down. So that's that, and I think that's me done, you know. I just wanted to wish you all, I hope you've all had a wonderful Christmas day, holiday, and yeah, let's funnel to the end of this year. We've got a week of good stitching now, get into next year, into 2021, and then hopefully we can start climbing out of the hole that was 2020. But I've got a good week stitching ahead of me yet. I'm going to do some progress on some things before I do a floss tube, and I'll either do it, I found that needle minder, I'll either do a floss tube and then a whip parade, or it'll be a whip parade. So we'll see how I get along. I've got to do some progress first to show you some stitching, and I'm going to start pulling all my whips and making sure I've got everything I need, and cover pictures and my plans going forwards. I found a few patterns that I want to stitch next year, which I will show as well, and some things. And yeah, if you want to show your stitching, please hop along to our Facebook group and please show us your stitching, because I do really like looking at what other people are doing. I'm totally enabled. I will be getting some, I'm rather hoping for some sales to come out now, you know, like we call them Boxing Day sales, but lots of people have after Christmas sales, so I'm really hoping that some of the places I buy things from are going to have a little sale, so that we can get some new things. I'm totally starting in 2021. I'm probably going to start at least one reasonably sized project a month, just because I want to. So I'm definitely starting one on January the 1st. So I've got to finish sorting out my bobbins for that, and yeah, gonna roll it on. So I hope everybody's doing well, and I will see you really soon. And Lady Dagheart, send me an email or something to let me know your postage address, and I'll get that into the post to you. Probably the 27th will be the first time I'll be getting out to the post office, because I'm working on the 27th. That's Sunday. Won't be the 27th, might be the 28th. But everything that's due to go will go next time I go out and the post office is open. So thanks so much, guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, let's keep putting our pictures up on the Facebook group so we can see what we're up to. And I will see you really, really soon. Bye bye for now. There's a few little videos coming after this. I don't know if there'll be sound on them or not, so it's just little memories for me, really, and just to show you what our little tiny Christmas looked like. Bye bye then, guys. Thank you. So here's the Christmas tree with the prezzies around it, and here's my kids first thing in the morning, looking a bit sleepy still. Here's our breakfast. There's our pancakes and the Christmas cakes. There's my boy busy with his Lego. And here's Flora, proving you're never too old for Lego. And then we're at my mum and dad's. Now here is the Renato Parolin Christmas that I did for them last year. It is the most amazing pattern I've ever stitched. Oh, get it all in. There we go. Moved. Flora! Wow.
Pretend we're social distancing for a video.
No, we're wearing our face masks.
It's alright, that Scott has a monumental wedgie.
She's fine. Where's my boy? There he is.
Who's playing a tune?
It's me. Smile, Lizzie. Thank you. Thanks, Grandma. Say hello. Say hello, Grandpa.
Hello.
Thank you. Are you stealing off it?
Would you like me to put it back?
Maddie. Say hi. Colour's all weird on it.
Oh, there's my leg back into place.